Children's costumes, children's fancy dress costumes are currently legally only required to hit a low standard which is applied to toys. Certain retailers this year have voluntarily upgraded their clothing standards to the standard that's applied to children's night clothes, which has meant that it's harder to set alight a lot of the clothing that children would wear this year. I would say that it's important that you try and avoid buying clothing that has lots of trailing ends on it, netting, scarves, capes, that kind of stuff that trail away from the clothes. Yeah, it was a black netted dress. It was difficult to ignite. We did get it lit and it didn't sustain its own flame for very long. When it burnt with a pooling motion, which you would expect from polyester materials, where the material shrinks, moves away from the flame, becomes a liquid, drops onto the floor, and then burns a little bit longer. If those drops were landing on skin, it would cause injury to the child wearing the costume, but not probably life-changing injuries. All the costumes you've provided us with today have been bought from reputable retailers, and we have these retailers I've researched them, and they have all voluntarily upgraded to the higher standards, so you would expect these costumes to be harder to ignite anyway, and we certainly found that with the set costume as well. Yeah, the great thing about that costume was there was no trailing bits on it, so it's very close fitted to the skin anyway. And as long as you were to keep your child away from any fire, any flames and that, you should have no problems with that. The third costume was a red devil's dress. We found it fairly easy to ignite that, and that costume stayed lit until it was destroyed. And it's fair to say that that costume, had it been ignited on the body of a young child, would cause serious life-changing injuries to that child, without a doubt. And again, the fourth costume we found difficult to ignite. So on the whole, those costumes performed really well. Quite surprised and pleased. Keep your children away from fire anyway. Keep them away from flames. You can get battery type, torch type tea lights now rather than actual candle tea lights that you can put in pumpkins, for example. When you buy children's dressing up costumes, which is fantastic, and have a great time, but when you buy them from a retailer you trust. Read the labels and read any warning that's on any packaging.